Carl Benz introduced the first petrol-powered car, the Benz patent Motorwagen, to the world in 1886. In fact, the creator of this invention can be considered as Bertha, the wife of Carl Benz. Because the name that finances the project is Bertha Benz. Mercedes-Benz produced its model named 250D in 1936. The 250D made history as the first car to have a diesel engine. 6.3 V8 and 3 M106.9 Mercedes engines are all handcrafted and passed through hours of testing. Did you know that it takes 18 days to manufacture a Mercedes 500e model, and each one of these models is handmade production? Mercedes-Benz also gets one controller for every 11 people it hires as workers. So, until a Mercedes-Benz car is launched, it undergoes numerous inspections. Durable cars of Mercedes-Benz are the result of combining 10,000 parts with welding. Do you know why the seats of Mercedes-Benz models are so comfortable? Because the company works with orthopedic experts in armchair designs. Doctors also make these seats support the back, kidney and knee joints. Mercedes-Benz joined German touring car masters in 1988, and after that date has become one of the most winning car brands throughout the history of the race. Did you know that the Mercedes SLS AMG model is made from 5,861 parts? Do you know how spacious the interior of Mercedes-Benz cars? Namely, the interior of the smallest Mercedes-Benz model is even larger than the largest sedans on the market. The gates of Mercedes-Benz's SLS AMG's gull wing are shown as equivalent to the wings of an adult sea eagle. The Bang & Olufsen Icepower sound system used in the Mercedes-Benz S63 AMG is 20 times stronger than standard home sound systems. Each Mercedes-Benz model undergoes an intensive paint treatment. At first, the vehicles that pass through the 52-ton primer stage are then made with 4 coatings. Polishing is done manually between each floor, and the vehicles are finally covered with salt-resistant material. With the Fintail model designed in 1959, Mercedes became the first car brand to use buckling area technology. This system greatly reduces the loss of life that may occur in accidents. Shock-absorbing steering is used in all Mercedes-Benz cars. The fresh air filter used in Mercedes-Benz ensures that there is constant fresh air in the vehicle. Did you know that the engines of Mercedes AMGs are produced in accordance with the one man, one engine philosophy? On these engines, the signature of the technician making the production is located. Did you know that Mercedes-Benz is the official sponsor and transportation provider of the German national football team? Did you know that 1976 French movie star C'était un Rendezvous is Mercedes-Benz 450 SEL 6.9? However, even though the vehicle used in the film is Mercedes, the director preferred to use the engine sound of a Lamborghini, not Mercedes. Specially designed for the Pope, Mercedes-Benz is adapted from the Mercedes W163. This vehicle with bulletproof windows has a hydraulic lift specially designed for the Pope. Opened in Stuttgart, the museum houses many of Mercedes cars from the past to the present. Opened in 2006, 860,000 people visited the museum in 2007. Can you think of the 3-pointed star of Mercedes-Benz as 4-pointed? Of course no. However, the logo was originally intended as a 4-pointed star. Namely, we know that these 3 corners represent universality in air, water and land. This star will be added to almost one corner in space. Did you hear that the company produced bicycles in the 1920s, when it was known as Daimler-Benz? Yes, the introduction of Henry Ford with the Model T and the economic difficulties caused by the First World War have affected the German automobile industry. In order to overcome these difficult times, Daimler produced bicycles to create a product range. After all, the company produced bicycles under the name of Mercedes in 1923, and even though it attempted to produce typewriters, it was returned from this idea. Before the 1960s, we know that Italian racing cars were red and German cars were white. Well, do you know why German racing cars were silver in later years? We can summarize the explanation for this as follows. While Mercedes will participate in the race at the Nürburgring in 1934, engineers said the W25 race car was 1 kilo heavy according to the regulation. Upon this, the company removed the white paint layer over the W25 and the vehicle remained with its aluminum body, i.e. silver. After the W25 finished the race as number 1, other German cars, just like Mercedes, started to produce metallic silver-colored racing cars. Another fact about W25s is that Adolf Hitler is fully funding this vehicle. In addition, Adolf Hitler also supported Auto Union, now known as Audi, as well as Mercedes-Benz. We can also add that the official vehicle of Hitler is the Mercedes-Benz 770, which is a bulletproof windshield. Yes, we know that recent developments in autonomous vehicles and many companies have produced cars with this feature. However, Mercedes-Benz has also been a pioneer in this field. Because Mercedes-Benz signed an autonomous S-Class design thanks to the fund it received from the European Union in 1995. We all know the watchmaker Swatch, which left its mark on the 1980s. When Swatch decided to produce a multifunctional and customizable car just like its watches, it made an agreement with Mercedes in 1994. After all, car models known as Smart were designed. Smart is currently producing as one of Mercedes' subsidiaries. If Mesopotamia can be defined as the cradle of civilizations, Stuttgart can also be described as the cradle of the automobile industry in Germany. Thanks to its oldest and largest factory, Stuttgart has received the nickname Benztown. You remember that the fourth corner, which is planned to be on the brand's logo, represents space, right? We can say that this Mercedes-Benz 2001 SEL limited edition is almost brought to life with the spaceship. Of course, it's just a spacecraft designed for the movie called Spaceballs. Did you know that AMG, the tuning division of the company, was once an independent company? Yes, the subsidiary, now fully owned by Mercedes, was founded in 1967 by former Mercedes engineers Hans Werner Aufrecht and Erhard Melcher. AMG, which started the business of making Mercedes as fast as BMWs and Porsches of that time, was added to the company in 1999.